Everybody would love to be the king of R&B. Who wouldn't want to be royalty? Out of all the artists out there, only one can be named the king of R&B. The game has changed. Music has changed. The platforms have changed. But there is one name that reigns supreme. There's one name that ultimately could be the king of R&B. Can Chris Brown yank the title and run supreme as the king of R&B? Well, let's break down these stats, and you tell me by the end of this video, is Chris Brown the king of R&B? Many have discredited Chris Brown. Many try to take away his successes because of his troubled past, his abuse, his mental health. And you know what? We all got skeletons. Things happen, and we have to learn from them and grow from them. And I hope Chris Brown has definitely learned and grown from his mistakes. So I'm not going to use his past against him to discredit his ability to become the king of R&B, or to already be the king of R&B. So, getting that out of the way, let's break down these actual stats that showcase why Chris Brown is argumentatively the king of R&B. To be the king, you got to be able to sell music. Well, Chris Brown is one of the most successful selling R&B artists of all time. Matter of fact, he has sold 217 million records worldwide and is certified with 94.5 million digital singles in the US, which is the fourth among R&B artists, only behind Rihanna, Beyonce, and The Weeknd. Turning our sights to the Billboard charts, Chris Brown has the most Billboard Hot 100 entries among all male vocalists among any genre of music, with 117. Furthermore, he is the first artist of this century to chart for 20 consecutive years on the Billboard Hot 100. He is now the sixth artist to do this feat, joining this rare club that includes Sir Elton John, Rod Stewart, Stevie Wonder, Madonna, and Elvis Presley. What? Let's even take it up a notch farther. Chris Brown is the first R&B singer in history to chart over 50 top 40 hits on the Billboard Hot 100. He is ninth overall with the most top 40s on the Hot 100 with 52 hits. The last Billboard Hot 100 stat I want to bring up is that Chris Brown holds the record for the most consecutive charting weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 among all male R&B artists, with a streak of 161 weeks, which is ninth overall among all genres. There is no denying that Chris Brown is running the Billboard Hot 100. But let's take a look down at the R&B and rhythmic airplay charts, where Chris Brown has 117 entries also on the rhythmic airplay chart, which is the most among all R&B artists and second among any artist. He's only behind Drake. Now over on the Billboard Hot R&B Songs chart, Chris Brown holds the record for the most charted songs among any artist, and he currently sits in third place for the most top 10s on this same chart. And don't get it twisted, when you add R&B and hip hop together, Chris Brown is still doing his thing, because over on the Billboard Mainstream R&B Hip Hop Airplay chart, Chris Brown is third with the most number one songs with 18, which is the most among all R&B artists, and third only behind Drake and Lil Wayne. And turning to the Billboard R&B Hip Hop Airplay chart, Chris Brown is tied in 4th place with the most number ones, and he has 53 top 10 entries on this chart, which is the most among all R&B artists and only second to Drake among any artist. Wow, come on, Chris Brown. These stats don't lie. He is doing his thing with the music, okay? Can he be king? Is he king? What are y'all thinking so far? So here is my last set of accolades that will deem Chris Brown the king of R&B. At least that's what I'm saying in this video. I'll be waiting to hear from y'all. But the reason why I am claiming it for Chris Brown, giving him the title of King of R&B, is because Chris Brown holds the record for the most gold certified singles among all male vocalists with 56. And back in February of 23, Chris Brown became the first male vocalist in RIAA history to score 20 multi-platinum singles in America. And at the time of that record, only 8 acts achieved that feat. 8. And among them 8, Chris Brown is the only, was the only, is probably still the only male vocalist and male R&B artist among the elite 8. Come on, y'all. Signed, sealed, delivered. Here is your king of R&B, Mr. C. Breezy himself, Chris Brown. Thank you. Boy EJ, and that's why I have deemed Chris Brown the king of R&B. It's been fun going through the stats, but now let me know. Do you agree or do you disagree? And if you disagree, then who do you put in his place? Who are you deeming to be king of R&B? Thank you for watching this entire video. I hope you watched this entire video. Now, like, comment, subscribe. Help me promote. Until my next video, this has been a EJ, Just a Boy and His Camera production. And it officially kicks off season 2 of Just a Boy and His Camera. Up next, stay tuned.